Elon Musk, the creator of the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, is now considering to have Ron Paul head up an audit of the Federal Reserve. Also, with US taxpayers funding far left state media, Elon Musk is saying it's time to shut them down. But what's more important is that all aspects of the government must be fully transparent and accountable to the people. No exceptions, including, if not especially, the Federal Reserve. So in this video, we're going to break down what Elon Musk has been up to after selling PayPal back in 2002 to then now launch X.com, formerly known as Twitter, and the secret ties he has to Ripple's XRP to build a better Bitcoin, with other early venture capital firms like Andreessen Horowitz, Lightspeed Ventures, and even PayPal's co-founder Peter Thiel investing into Ripple Labs, formerly known as OpenCoin. So buckle up, because today's video, we're going to dive into the details about Elon Musk's secret $40 million XRP wallet and some transactions we found on the blockchain dating all the way back to 2013, even all the way back until about 2 weeks before the high of 2018, along with the Gematria behind these wallets and what they have to do with Kekius Maximus, Isaac Newton, The Simpsons, The Matrix, and institutional adoption that is not only coming to the crypto industry, but Ripple's XRP. So comment 777 if you guys are feeling blessed. If you're feeling bullish, you're going to love this video. Let's run it. All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So Elon Musk has been tweeting a lot ever since Donald Trump has been elected, talking about the Department of Government Efficiency. He posted this saying, "Why are people mad about Doge? It's like you are mad at the person that audited your bank account and found out that the bank has been stealing your money for years. Instead of being outraged at the bank, you're angry at the auditor. How does that make any sense?" And now with him considering to have Ron Paul head up the audit of the Federal Reserve with the goal of making all aspects of the government to be fully transparent and accountable to the people, this is such a big deal because the Fed has never had a full audit or full disclosure of monetary policy decisions. For example, the Fed got caught doing $500 billion in swaps overseas with no oversight. And the chairman at the time, Ben Bernanke, was even questioned about giving this $500 billion in swaps to the central banks overseas. And this was his response.
So who got the money?
To financial institutions in Europe and other countries?
Which ones?
I don't know.
$500 billion and you don't know who got the money?
The loans go to the central banks, and they then put them out to their institutions to try to bring down short-term interest rates in dollar markets around the world.
Well, let's start with which central banks got the money.
There are 14 of them, which are listed I'm sure they're listed in here somewhere.
All right, so who actually made that decision to hand out $1 trillion that way, $500 billion? Who made that decision?
The Federal Open Market Committee.
Okay, and was it done at one time or in a series of meetings?
A series of meetings.
And under what legal authority?
We have a long-standing legal authority to do swaps with other central banks.
Do you happen to know
It's not an emergency authority of any kind.
Anything specific about it?
Do you know my counsel says Section 14 of the Federal Reserve Act.
So this level of corruption is beyond comprehension, and it's been going on for decades, especially for US taxpayer dollars that has been funding far left state media. It's time to shut it down. For example, the Radio Free Europe and Voice of America are media outlets paid for by the American taxpayers, and it is a state-owned media. These outlets are filled with far left activists, and this guy right here with 2 million Nafal said he worked with these reporters for decades. It's a relic of the past. We don't need government paid media outlets. And Elon is saying, yes, shut them down. Europe is free now, not counting stifling bureaucracy. Nobody listens to them anymore. It's just radical left crazy people talking to themselves while torching $1 billion a year of US taxpayer money. And so with Elon supporting Ron Paul to lead an audit of the Fed here, the central bank in the United States, we desperately need this. Because here's a clip of Jerome Powell, if you guys haven't seen this yet, chairman of the Federal Reserve, openly admitting to flooding our system with money created out of thin air.
Simply flooded the system with money.
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally. So we as a central bank, we have the ability to create money digitally, and we do that by buying treasury bills or bonds or other government guaranteed securities, and that actually increases the money supply. We also print actual currency, and we distribute that to the Federal Reserve banks.
So not only did the Fed flood the system with money, but in my video yesterday, if you guys didn't watch that one, I broke down how Elon Musk and Coinbase CEO are proposing putting all US spending on the blockchain and the effect that this would have, and the reason why the blockchain would allow for full transparency when we dug through the Department of Government Efficiency data and the amount of contracts and millions of dollars which were for administrative expenses. And so this is why large banks are already utilizing blockchain technology, with 56% of cross-border businesses having integrated blockchain technology already into their operations as of 2024, and this is going to continuously expand. And so this brings me to Elon Musk, PayPal, and what's happening with Ripple and XRP, because all the way back in 2002, Elon sold PayPal to eBay for $1.5 billion in stock. And at the time, Musk was the largest shareholder with 11.72% stake in the company, earning him over $175 million from the sale, which is pennies to him now. But Musk's original vision for PayPal was to turn it into X.com, because X.com was purchased all the way back in 1999, and it merged with competitor Confinity in 2000, and the merger changed its name to PayPal in 2001. So starting in 2023, the X.com domain name began being used for Twitter, which Elon Musk acquired back in 2022. So the whole goal of X.com was to be developed and operated as a financial services website. And here's a clip from Elon a few years ago sharing his vision for X.com.
They have been working on an edit button for a year.
Well, it's a tricky situation. And it's incredibly complex.
Yes, good one, indeed. I mean, we don't even have an app that's as good as WeChat in China. And like in China, you can live on WeChat, basically. It's like, everyone's like, you live on WeChat, you do payments, you do everything. It's like, it's great. Basically, WeChat's kick ass. And we don't have anything like WeChat outside of China. So I was like, my idea would be like, how about if we just copy WeChat? Hey, copy them.
Buys Twitter, copies WeChat.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
Now, in order for this to happen, there needs to be a few things in place. Regulatory clarity is one of them, but also the right development, the right partnerships with the right companies to make it possible. So big name investors backed an effort to build a better Bitcoin all the way back in 2013, and some of Silicon Valley's best known venture capital funds backed a company called OpenCoin, a startup with a new digital currency called XRP with the company Ripple. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, OpenCoin was the company that developed a protocol for the virtual currency and payment network called Ripple. The company was then rebranded to Ripple Labs in 2015. And OpenCoin said years ago that it had attracted early investments of an undisclosed size from established venture capital firms, including Andreessen Horowitz, which reportedly made over $100 million when Microsoft bought Skype, and Lightspeed Ventures. OpenCoin also received investment from an early stage wing called the Founders Fund, which is a venture firm owned by PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel. And the Founders Fund is an American venture capital fund formed back in 2005. The fund had roughly $12 billion in total assets under management as of 2023. And the Founders Fund was the first institutional investor in space exploration companies like Elon Musk SpaceX, Palantir Technologies, and an early investor in Facebook. So it's very clear Elon Musk has known about Ripple and XRP for over a decade because he's a part of the PayPal mafia with tech giants like Peter Thiel, Reid Hoffman as well. So X.com goes back to the early days, as you can see in this picture right here, them holding up the X.com credit cards. And here's an audio clip of Peter Thiel and Rick Rubin discussing Elon Musk's vision for X payments as far back as 1999 during the PayPal days.
Elon had a competing company 4 blocks down the street. He was at 384 University Avenue in Palo Alto. We were at 165 University Avenue, and it was this crazy war. And then we sort of decided.
Is that how you met him?
We were just competing like crazy.
Yeah.
And then we decided to do a 50-50 merger in early March of 2000. Of course, we both had exponential burn rates.
It's interesting. Both of you had a similar vision for this digital payment system.
Yeah, it was his company was X.com. Elon with his X word obsession. His vision was for it to be sort of this multifaceted online bank, and you'd have checking accounts, and there'd be all these different things you could do. But he had sort of by late '99 also zeroed in on payments as the initial piece to start with.
Now, Elon Musk responded December of 2024, just saying, true. So he's not denying any of this. But here's where it gets really interesting. On xrpscan.com, where we can see every single transaction on the XRP ledger, we see a wallet here with the name Musk. Now, a lot of people have said that this wallet has just been created with Elon Musk's name and it has no ties to Elon Musk. But check this out. So if we scroll down here and we go to the first transaction of this wallet when it was activated back in November 25th of 2013, you could see 16.7 million XRP was sent to this wallet. And then 5 days later on November 30th, 5 million was sent to a wallet called Teal. Another one was sent to a wallet called Anderson, and another one was sent to Asimov. Now, very interesting how Andreessen Horowitz and the Founders Fund, owned by Peter Thiel, was one of the early investors in OpenCoin, which is now Ripple Labs. And that's the name of these two wallets right here that 5 million XRP was sent to from the Musk wallet. Now, one thing that was always a mystery until today is the Asimov wallet. And as you can see right here on TradingView at the bottom of the chart, on the 25th of November is when this wallet was activated. When XRP's price was at about 1 penny, the price over the course of 5 days rallied upwards of about 4 cents when that 15 million XRP was sent to these three wallets. And then it peaked out at around 6 cents. So at that 6 cents price, that 15 million XRP was worth roughly $1 million at the time. Now at $2.40, that 16.7 million XRP is worth over $40 million at today's prices of $2.40. And if we look right here, August 26th of 2017, from the Asimov wallet to this wallet right here, there was about 3 million XRP sent. And this wallet is now called Isaac Newton. It holds about 15 million XRP still. But if we scroll down here, we can see shortly after that, on December 14th of 2017, well, you can see about 1 million XRP sent to Bitstamp, another million. So that 3 million XRP was then transferred to Bitstamp right after XRP rallied from 23 cents upwards of 90 cents right before the all-time high. So did this Asimov wallet or Musk wallet or Teal wallet or Horowitz wallet have insider information or know that the top was going to come in by the 4th of January of 2018 to sell, take profits right before the bear market happened, cashing out millions of dollars in profits from XRP while still holding on to 15 million XRP as a potential moon bag for this wallet? So who is behind this Isaac Newton wallet? Who is behind the Asimov wallet? Well, if we do a simple Twitter search, you can see there's been several references to Asimov's foundational series from Elon Musk as part of his inspiration for making life and consciousness multiplanetary. You know Elon Musk, SpaceX, how he wants to go to Mars? Being multiplanetary greatly extends the possible lifespan of civilization. And with this tweet right here with Lex Friedman saying he's doing a podcast on the Roman Empire, talking about military conquest, technology, politics, economics, religion, Elon Musk replied saying, "Have you read Asimov's foundation books? For Humanity, A City on Mars." So he's saying multiple times to people, even this is recently, guys, October of 2024, just a few months ago, saying, read Asimov's foundation books. So this wallet right here, Asimov, is one of Elon Musk's inspirations here. Now, where it gets really weird, if you guys have seen any of my previous Gematria videos, decoding certain words, certain movies like The Matrix, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but if we just type in Isaac Asimov, how weird is it that the first thing that comes up in Jewish Gematria is when I click on Kekius Maximus, in English Gematria, it comes up as level playing field and XRP the storm. Also, exit the Matrix, you were chosen, the Wizard of Oz. But what is Kekius Maximus? Well, in a previous video, Elon Musk changed his name to Kekius Maximus, and he says, my emperor name is Kekius Maximus. Show some respect. And obviously Elon trolls all the time on Twitter. He's a big gamer, but this goes much deeper than you think. So I'm not gonna dive too much into this in this video. This is a whole nother topic in and of itself, but people are claiming that they're using meme magic. So we must understand egregores and how this is shown in the 2016 election, the rise of Pepe, better known as Kek, meme magic, or Kekius. The concept of egregores is used to describe a thought form that is created when people come together with a common interest and focus their energy on it. So egregores have their root in Tibetan culture. Every group, congregation, or society has an egregore, a group mind, or a hive mind, kind of like how fish have a hive mind, bees have a hive mind, birds have a hive mind, so do human beings. It's called the collective consciousness, which may be weak or it may be strong. And before joining any organization, it is important to have awareness that affiliation makes one subject to the egregore of that group. It can also be called pendulums. And you see this through Masonic temples, Freemasonry. For example, the Apple Play Store, you can see the logos right here represent the Masonic square and compass. You can see Gmail represents the Masonic royal arch apron. Also, Facebook is Masonic as well, Google Chrome, Google Play as well too. The elite use symbols that only a select few would understand, and a big chunk of them are disguised as logos, symbols, and yes, even memes. And Elon Musk is the ultimate jester. He's the ultimate troll, level 100. So when he changed his name to Kekius Maximus, and Gematria coming up as XRP the Storm, well, here's where it gets even weirder. This wallet that says Isaac Newton right here that holds over 15 million XRP, that is the wallet that sent those funds to Bitstamp, that has also received 3 million from Thiel, 8 million from Musk, 6 million from Anderson, 3 million from Asimov, and a measly little 99 XRP from Sagan. Now everyone's heard of Isaac Newton before. He was an English polymath, active as a mathematician, physicist, astronomer, alchemist, an absolute genius, theologian, and author. He was a key figure in the scientific revolution and the Enlightenment that followed. He achieved the first great unification of physics and established classical mechanics. He formulated the law of motion, universal gravitation, aka Newton's law, used by none other than NASA and taught to us since we were kids, explain the relationship between a physical object and the forces acted upon it. So not to give you guys too much of a history lesson here, where an object at rest remains at rest and an object in motion remains in motion at constant speed in a straight line unless acted on by an unbalanced force. Now here's where it gets really weird. When we look up Isaac Newton right here on the Gematria calculator, it comes up as the same number as Metacortex and Simpsons. Also, the Phoenix. And if you guys didn't watch my video I posted about 6 days ago talking about the Simpsons and the hidden Gematria and how the crypto barn showed in an episode years before anyone knew about crypto. On top of that, the Matrix has Metacortex as the place that Neo, Thomas Anderson, worked at on his name tag, showing 1996 right here, with the X looking a lot like Ripple's XRP, just turned sideways, which could just be a coincidence, right? Because, you know, it doesn't look exactly like XRP because there's a little curve here and there's a V shape there for the X and the Metacortex. But what's really weird is when you search Metacortex, it comes up as the same thing as Ripple XRP, XRP Ripple, in Jewish Gematria, 674. And what's even stranger is looking up Thomas Anderson comes up as 589, the exact same as Donald Trump. ISO XRP, a storm is coming, Ripple the Bull. So I don't know, man. You tell me, guys. I don't believe in coincidences. I think this is just way too weird. What are the chances that Isaac Newton, this wallet right here that's interacted with Thiel, Musk, Anderson, Asimov, activated all the way back here in 2013, receiving millions of XRP, unless this is just some fan account here that's known about Ripple for over a decade and just coincidentally receives 5 million XRP, let alone 16 million in the Musk wallet, that then sends 5 million to a Thiel wallet similar to Peter Thiel, sends another 5 million to Anderson Horowitz, and another 5 million to Asimov, which comes up as the exact same Gematria as Kekius Maximus, which Elon Musk named his character in a very popular video game, and also changed his Twitter profile to, seen by over 209 million followers. I think there's just too many things adding up at once to just call this a coincidence. Because here's David Schwartz from Ripple talking about what is coming, not only to the crypto industry, but to Ripple and XRP.
I feel like we really are on the cusp of a mass institutional adoption, both of DeFi and of other blockchain technologies. I think this is also like one of the key obstacles to mass retail adoption. A lot of people in the space previously thought that retail adoption was like the big wave, but I think institutional adoption is a precursor. You have to connect to where people are. You have to go to where the value is. You can't build a new financial system from zero, ignoring the existing financial system where everybody's money is, where all the value is, where the real world is, trillions of dollars in value. You can't just say, oh, forget about all that. Let's just build something new over here. That doesn't work. And so I think this wave of institutional adoption over the next year or two is going to be what's going to pave the way for mass retail adoption. And then we can deliver on those promises. Like, we all want to bank the unbanked, but like the unbanked, they have to be able to spend their money to buy groceries and pay their phone bill, and so we have to have that institutional connectivity. And I don't think there are any obstacles. I think that's and I think this conference shows that.
So that's why I am all in the crypto space in Web3 and blockchain technology. And if you're wondering how you can capitalize on this over the next few years to better understand Web3, blockchain, crypto, and also make money in this industry, listen to this. Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1, 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University through the link below. And although we make no guarantees because crypto is definitely risky, guys, this is only $97 a month or $970 a year. If you want to save $194, getting 2 months for free and unlock some exclusive bonuses, just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers to help you become the first millionaire in your family tree, if that's a goal of yours. And you can get started through the link in the description below right now, or you can go to bullrunners.com to take advantage of the bonuses we're giving you before they expire. Everyone is loving the community. They're loving the education. They're getting access to real-time altcoin picks first before we ever make videos about them. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside.